Okay, so this will be the engine bay video, maybe the trunk video. So probably the best thing about this car is that it has received a complete engine out service less than probably 15 miles ago. A few months ago by Luigi Scala. He's our Ferrari master technician. Everybody probably in the greater New York East Coast area knows Luigi Scala. His reputation precedes him. He's probably the top 5 master technician that really knows really all the cars from 1960s way to the present. He was involved with the factory for the 4-year challenge. So he really knows all the cars to every bottom down detail and all the technical updates and everything. So he did a complete engine out service. You can see very few cars of this era are gonna have a valve cover this clean and this beautiful. The first thing he did was he just took it out and he just didn't like the way the valve cover looked, so he went ahead and added a little Luigi touch to it, which is he repainted it. It's a painstaking process, but he tried to duplicate the factory as best as he can. And the engine bay is pretty much at a, could you say, near concourse level? I would think so, yeah. Nothing really was replaced. It was just everything was done with what came with the car, but we just put a lot of TLC in terms of cleaning the engine bay, cleaning all the parts. So the engine bay is about as clean as a 355 engine bay you'll ever be able to purchase, even if it was back in the 90s and you were buying it with the car just being a few years old. That's what I did. I picked up 1999 back in early 2000s. I don't recall my engine being this clean. There are a lot of cars out there with cars having had belt service, timely belt service, but you know, what does that really mean? Has the whole engine been pretty much updated, or the service been done as a major service, which is to say, not only to address every issues with the engine itself, but the engine bay. And as you can see, this is about as flawless of an engine bay you'll ever find. So not everything out there is apple to apple, even if it's the same yellow 355 Spider. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and all these little pieces all fit in beautifully. A lot of times the rubber piece gets missing or falls out. So the front trunk is about as clean. This area is all clean.
He detailed it, of course, but didn't really need much work. The carpet, nice and clean. It's got a brand new tonneau cover. Brand new tonneau cover. This is the leather pouch. We received it this way. I think the leather pouch might be new. Does not have a cover, but it's got the original seat covers. Once again, the cover is pretty nice and clean. This is nice and clean. Windshield wipers are nice and clean. Many of them develop little flakes just from the paint falling out, coming off. This is the original tonneau cover. Really is not too bad. So it comes with 2 tonneau covers.
The original tonneau cover looks almost as good, actually. I don't know why they got a replacement. Perhaps a little tear inside. If I were the owner, I'd rather use the original one. The new owner, that is.
Okay. We'll put that back later. Okay.
So you always want to buy a car that's been perfectly aligned. So close this very, very nicely. Okay, so that completes the video of the engine bay and the trunk of this 1997 355 Spyder.